Hello, welcome to my channel. My name's Amanda and I love crafting, shopping, decor and makeovers. Thanks for tuning in. Okay, we're having another little look at some focused dollhouse makes this week, and I'm going to have a look in the bathroom and have a look at all the different showers that I've made and one bath. So this is the first shower that I made in my first dollhouse. So I just put a bit of tile in the bottom, used some poster board, covered it with some sticky back plastic, had a bottle top, and then a rolled up piece of tube, I think, and another little bottle top and some beads to make the shower head, and then I think a cotton bud wrapped in foil for the door handle, and then I think just some very thin kind of perspex. I don't know whether it was what do you call those? I can't remember the name now. But plastic wallets, I think I used for the door. So that was my first go at shower cubicle. I was quite pleased with it to start with. It was a bit bulky, but it fitted in the corner nicely, and you could see inside quite well. So that's really quite a basic idea. And of course, as I grow and adapt, I did do this several times and just hopefully, I think, made it better each time. So that's really simple, and as you know, if you watch my videos, I always use what I've got lying around. So for the next bathroom, I did swish it up a little bit there. There's a piece of cardboard, and I wrapped some paper around it, and even put a little drain. I got those printables, so it looked a bit more realistic. And then I made this shower sort of screen using a piece of glass out of a picture frame and some black tape, and just wrapped it round. I kept the fittings from the old shower, but made the backsplash look a bit better by using a piece of tile. So I already think that's kind of elevated up from my first shower. And as I say, that was a great idea with the black tape there, making that, pattern on the window, made it look a bit more sophisticated. And then I got some nice wallpaper printables, and I used some wood to line the walls, and I even made a little bench as well to go at the end of the shower to put the toiletries on. So I feel like I leveled it up a little bit, although I did still use the same things. So then when I moved into my new dollhouse, I did the same sort of idea to start with, just used a different piece of perspex and some different printables for the shower. Then I did a dollhouse kit, and this is where like some ideas came to me. They used a little base and then like the printable on it, and then they used some pieces of perspex a little bit thicker than I'd originally used, and then just glued it around the frame, which I hadn't thought of doing before. And then that way you get a really nice shaped corner unit. So you just glued those on to start with all the way around, and then there's a pair of doors, and there were some little bits of metal that I was able to put on for handles, and then just trimmed it up nicely by putting some trim on in the end, and something around the top. It makes it a lot more sturdy. So I did enjoy doing the dollhouse kit because it gave me a lot of good ideas for my own dollhouse. So I would recommend getting a kit. Although they are very fiddly and small. You can see here I'm having to use tweezers because everything's so tiny. So if you can manage it, kits are a great way to get inspiration for your own dollhouse makes. So that was the little corner shower, and there were some metal pieces that I was able to make the shower head with. So I thought when it came to my new dollhouse that I was going to do something very similar, and I have loads of metal bits and pieces, the most easiest one being a paper clip. That's a great one. Here I just used a piece of poster board, cut it to shape, got the printable off the internet, dollhouse bathroom printables, and just glued it on. So I've got my shaped base already, and then I used some perspex. Actually, I think it was from the dollhouse kit. Oh, and there's another little plug hole. They're a little printable that I got off the internet. They're great because it just makes it look a bit more realistic. So here's the perspex. I just cut it with my craft knife. And then the back of the shower, I just used a piece of cardboard, folded it in half and covered it with that lovely sticky back plastic that you get from Poundland. It looks very sophisticated and marble. And then I just super glued the plastic onto the sides. So here's the shower head. It's just a paper clip folded. I've got a button, a couple of buttons, some beads, and just fashioned a shower head, which I thought was quite sweet. And then just assembled it all together on the wall in the shower. Also put a little perspex shelf in there as well. Again, just used some more metal bits and pieces to make the doors. Used some buttons and some beads to make the in-shower toiletries. Again, just leveling it up, making it look a bit more sophisticated. And then put the doors on, and they've got a lovely corner shower unit there that I was very pleased with. So I think you can see the evolution of the shower from the first cubicle up to this last cubicle. Every time I do a change, I always feel like I've made a little improvement. And of course, that can be changed, done in different colours. You know, you could personalise it for your dollhouse bathroom. So I'm hoping you found the showers useful. And then I sort of thought to myself, I've had enough of a shower. I think it's time to have a go at a bath. So the next time I did my bathroom renovation, I did take the shower out, and I'd actually still have the shower because I'm really pleased with it. But then I just made a bath using a net. So I just drew out a net for the size that I had in the bathroom, and then just glued it all together. So got myself a sort of a box, but then I cut the top to make it look a little bit more like a bath rather than just a rectangular box. And then I just got a piece of card that fitted inside to try and make it look rounded like a bath is, again, rather than just like a box. And I think super simple, but I think it works really well. So I was pretty pleased with the simple way to make a bath. I used the same bits of metal pieces that I had from the Dollhouse kit and some of my beads and buttons to fashion a shower, because it's actually going to be a shower bath. And then I just glued that on to the side of the bath. So you can have a bath, but you can also stand in the bath and have a shower. So I thought that was the best of both worlds, really. So that's what I wanted to do in the bathroom, and that's where we are at the moment. So there you go. I hope you've enjoyed looking at my different showers and my final shower bath. I will do some more videos on some different dollhouse furniture, so let me know if there's any particular furniture you would like to see videos about, but hopefully I will get round to it anyway. So as always, thank you very much for watching. If you have subscribed, thank you very much. If you haven't, please consider doing so. Give me a like, drop me a comment, because I do love to hear from you. So until next week, take care. Bye bye.